What's going on, guys? You guys ready to talk some New York Mets baseball? It was a good day for Mets baseball. Really good day. We're going to get into it here in just a second. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, so hang out with me. Shouldn't take me too long. Go ahead and watch all the way to the end. Stick around. Let's get to it. Just getting set up here. Make sure I got my notes right. Got them in order. All right, let's go ahead and get to it, guys. Let's go ahead and get to it. Welcome to the show. This is the show, the show where we talk about the show. Hope everybody is having a good weekend, a good Sunday. Everybody should be happy. It was a really, really, really good game for the New York Mets today. They were able to shut out the A's in a rubber match and go ahead and take this series. So let's go ahead and put that in the bank. We can cash that check and put that in the bank. That was really good. Senga had a phenomenal outing, had a shutout through, what did he go? 7 innings. Let's go ahead and put that in the bank. Beatty got him a little bit of love on the batting side. Put that in the bank. Vientos got a little bit of love with his bat. Let's go ahead and put that in the bank. Hey, good game. Let's get started, man. Let's just run through this thing really quick and get it over with. First inning, Lindor reached. Soto reached. Not really too much going on in that first inning. I was happy to see those guys get on base, but unfortunately, we weren't really able to capitalize in that one. Second inning, it was pretty much nothing going on offensively. Second inning, Vientos and Beatty were up. They struck out, and which is not unusual for those guys. But hey, nothing going on offensively for us in the top of the second. Bottom of the second, Lindor had himself another error. He had a throwing error over there to first. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's probably his third or fourth error so far this season, which is a lot for Lindor. Hopefully that doesn't become an ongoing trend that may affect his chances to get that Golden Glove. You know, he's a really good glove out there, and we don't want that. But on the other end, Beatty was able to deliver a really nice 5-4-3 double play. It was a diving play over there at third base, so kudos to him. Let's go ahead and cash that for him and put that in the bank. Ultimately, nothing really happened in the second. Another quiet inning. Let's go to the third. Three up, three down for the Mets. Beatty turns another double play. Let's go ahead and put that in the bank for Beatty. Really, really good playing defensively today over at third for Beatty. I was actually quite surprised. And, you know, later on he gets himself a hit, which is really good. Fourth inning, not really too much going on. So let's move on to the fifth. Fifth is another inning where there's not too much damage. Nothing really threatening in that inning. Let's move on to the sixth. Now, the sixth inning is where we go ahead and put up a run. Alonso gets up at the plate and he walks. Next up is Nimmo. Nimmo gets up next and then he grounds out. On the ground out, Alonso advances to second. Now Vientos is up. Wondering what Vientos is going to do. Is he going to strike out again? Hopefully not. He doesn't, but he does ground out. But that does push Alonso over to third. Now, at this point in the sixth, Severino, the former Met, is at 101 pitches, and they call time. Pitching coach comes out there, and you can kind of see Severino's demeanor is like, I don't want to be taken out of the game. I don't want to get moved out of this game. So leave me alone and leave me in this game. Bad mistake on his part. He should have just, probably gracefully bowed out, took his, what I think it would have been 5.2 innings or something like that. That he pitched or whatnot, or whatever it is, 5 2/3 that he would have gotten credit for and gotten pulled, and he could have ran off into the sunset. That at least while he was up, the Mets didn't score anything. Bad mistake on his end. So Torrens gets up and Torrens singles. That single pushes Alonso in. That is the first run of the game. It's now 1-0 Mets, and subsequently Severino, who got a little bit too greedy and a little too overzealous, is pulled out of the game. After that, McFarland comes in for Severino, and he's able to go ahead and finish off this side and finish off that inning. Bottom of the sixth is pretty much quiet. Nothing really happened. Senga retires the side. And what's notable for that, after this sixth inning, Senga is the second person behind David Peterson, or the second Met behind David Peterson, to pitch at least 6 innings in a game. Now, David Peterson has done it twice. I think Senga could have done it maybe another time or whatnot. But I think they were trying to protect him, just make sure that he felt good in his first outing. They weren't trying to give him too many pitches. And if I'm not mistaken, through 6 innings, Senga was somewhere around 52 to 56 pitches. So his pitch count was really low. I figured they would pull him out, but I was like, no, his pitch count is still kind of low. They might give him another inning, which they did. So let's go into the seventh. In the seventh, the Mets scored 2 more runs. So let's talk about it. There was a pitching change. Noah Murdoch came in for the A's. And then Acuna reaches on a sacrifice bunt. After the sacrifice bunt, Lindor doubles to left center. This pushes in Acuna. It's now 2-0 Mets. Bases loaded. The bases were loaded after Soto walked, and then Nimmo walked. Vientos gets up to the plate. He walks as well. Run scores. It's now 3-0 Mets. After this, Mets coach has seen enough. Another pitching change. Leclerc is in for the A's, and he was able to go ahead and retire the side. Let's move on to the eighth. Eighth inning, the Mets put up 1 more run. Tyrone Taylor gets up to the plate, gets into the box, and he smacks a deep ball to right field, and he's able to burn the right fielder. It bounces off of the wall. It short hops off of the wall, actually, and he's able to get a triple off of this play. Now, after this triple, I'm guessing Leclerc was a little bit upset. He wasn't happy about the result of what just happened, and he tried to go after Taylor, and he actually balked in his attempt to try to go after Taylor and try to pick off Taylor over there. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Try to pick off Taylor over there on third, and he balked. Taylor gets home. It's now 4-0 Mets. Bottom of the eighth, we get a pitching change. Mentor comes in for Senga. Senga, he goes 7 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. He's got a 1.06 ERA. Phenomenal outing. Can't say enough about his outing. Really, really, really good. We'll get back to that later. Bottom of the eighth is pretty much quiet. Nothing happens. That's it. We're heading into the ninth. Now, the ninth was a crazy inning. I'm going to try to go through this as best as I can and try to explain it as best I can. But there was a lot going on in this inning, and the Mets just absolutely blew this game wide open. 4 runs scored. It's 8-0 in the ninth inning, and that pretty much seals the deal. So what happens is Nimmo gets up and Nimmo singles. Then Vientos is up. Vientos gets up there, and amazingly, Vientos doubles. Vientos gets himself a double. I think that might be maybe his first or second double of the season, but I think it's definitely his first RBI. So let's go ahead and cash him in and put something in the bank for him. Nimmo scores. It's now 5-0 Mets. Vientos is on second. Torrens gets up and he doubles on a high fly ball that the A's center fielder, Seth Brown, he lost it in the air. Really sunny day. I think he did have sunglasses on, but he did still lose the ball in the air. So he's searching for the ball. He's looking for the ball. He can't see it, and the ball just ends up dropping right beside him, right over his head. Score another run. Put that one in the bank for the Mets. It is now 6-0 Mets. Also, that ball that went over his head bounced over to the wall. So bounced over the wall, the outfield wall. So it was ruled a ground rule double for Torrens, and Vientos scores 6-0. Now, Torrens is on second base. Beatty's up to bat. Beatty hits a triple. Big Brett, the Met, Beatty, who has been struggling. I mean, this couldn't have come at a better time for him. I still don't think it's going to be enough to keep him with the squad or keep him around, but at least it was a really nice hit, nice play. He got himself an RBI. Let's go ahead and cash that in for him. It's 7-0 Mets. Next up, Taylor reaches on error. And on that error, Beatty goes ahead home and he scores. Let's go ahead and cash that in. That's another run for the Mets. It's now 8-0 Mets, and that's pretty much ball game. Bottom of the ninth, nothing really happened. Everybody, Mets did their thing defensively. They were on point. I think the A's went 3 up, 3 down, and that was ball game. So we can go ahead and cash that series in, cash this game in for the Mets. That's ball game. They win the series 2-1, and they shut out the A's in game 3. So let's check these team stats really quick, and let's see what we've got going on. Let's see how everything finished up and how everything finalized. Give me 1 second. Um, it looks like for the totals, the Mets had, of course, we know they had 38 at bats. They had 8 runs, 11 hits, 6 RBIs, 7 walks, and 7 strikeouts. To the Athletics, 31 at bats, no runs, shutout, of course, 5 hits, no RBIs, of course, 2 walks, and they uh, struck out 6 times. So overall, just a better hitting day for the Mets. Today they were just beat. The A's were actually beat on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. The Mets looked good on both sides of the ball today. I wouldn't say they looked phenomenal, but they did look good on both sides of the ball. So it's nothing to really be upset about. It was fair play by the Mets today all day. Give hats off to Severino, though. Severino really did good. I think he just got a little bit too overzealous. He shouldn't have pushed as hard as he did, but he ended up pushing that hard, and that's on him. And that's just what he's going to have to live with. Overall, it was a great game. Bats were starting to heat up. It was a much-needed win. And Senga really being able to go those 7 innings was really important. Can't stress enough how important it is for a pitcher to be able to get all of those extra innings. The fact that the Mets don't get a day off tomorrow, they go straight to Minnesota to visit the Twins, really helps a lot that Senga got those 7 innings, because we didn't have to rely on the pen as much, and those guys' arms can stay fresh. So really good outing by Senga. Really can't stress that enough. Let's take a look at some of the breakdowns on hitting. Let's see who did what. Lindor had 5 at bats. He had 1 run, 2 hits, 1 RBI, walked, and 1 K. Soto had 3 at bats, no hits, but he did walk twice. Alonso had 4 at bats, 1 run, no hits, no RBIs, but he did walk. He did score that run. And he struck out 1 time. His batting average is now .321. He's got a 1091 OPS. Nimmo looked okay, 4 at bats, 1 run. He had 2 hits with a walk. So good day for Nimmo. Nimmo's at .228 average with a 777 OPS. Vientos, Beatty, both of those guys combined for a couple of hits, which was really good. Terrens, really good day for him. Taylor had a nice hit. He had a run, 1 strikeout, and Acuna had 1 run and 1 hit today as well. So all 3 of the younger guys got themselves on base, got them a hit. Beatty, Vientos, and Acuna. Much needed hits, much needed help out there on the field. Defensively, I think they all looked really good. I didn't see anything that was too out of place or too bad. The only thing that was kind of a little bit off was that error. What inning was that? I think that was in the 2nd inning, where Lindor had that error. Yeah, it was a throwing error. It wasn't really a fielding error, but it is what it is. Yeah, good day. Like I said, I don't know if Beatty has done enough to stay with the team. I can't really say that, today is going to be a determining factor if he stays with the team. Right now, my opinion is still the same. I think that they still move on from Beatty once Jeff McNeil gets back, and maybe once we return home from this road trip. I think we go to Minnesota, and then there's another one after that. I think it's might be Pittsburgh. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to look at it and see. But once we return home, I think there's a good chance that Beatty might go back to Syracuse. They're not going to pay for a flight and send him back to Syracuse now. They'll wait until they get back home. Overall, good day. Lindor was pretty decent. Severino, give him his credit. He's a former Met. He did good today. Really good outing from him. Beatty's defense was really good. Vientos, there was no defense from Vientos today. He was DHing today. So if I said that earlier, I apologize. Let's take a look at transactions. Not really anything for transactions. Nothing really moving around just yet. We might see some here coming up soon, because Jeff McNeil and Francisco Alvarez should be rejoining the team here soon. They should be back with the team mid to late April. So those transactions will come in then, and then we might see Beatty moving on out. We'll see what happens. Next series is in Minnesota. Starts tomorrow, 7:40 p.m. They're in Minnesota on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. So I look forward to this series and seeing how things go. The probable pitchers for tomorrow is going to be Clay Holmes for the Mets. He's 1-1. He's got a 4.30 ERA with 20 strikeouts. And Joe Ryan. He's a right-handed pitcher from Minnesota. He's 1-1. He's got a 2.65 ERA with 15 strikeouts. So looks like two right-handers. Clay Holmes has more strikeouts, but he has the higher ERA. Joe Ryan, has the lower ERA, but a little bit less on the strikeouts. Looks like a pretty good matchup, so we'll see what happens. All in all, it was really a good game. Glad that we took this series. Would not want to drop this series for good reasons to the Athletics. They're a good squad. Can't take anything from them, but just doesn't look good on the resume to drop a series to the A's, even though they have been playing well and hitting well. I'd like to see our guys continue to beat teams that should be beaten. I guess we'll put it that way. I don't want to see them losing to teams that they should not be losing to, especially with the roster and the payroll that they have. Other than that, really great game. Great. So Kodai was great. Defense was great. Offensively, we were great. We were able to shut them out. What more can you ask for? That's going to be it for today, folks. I'm really happy that you guys were able to stop on by. I really appreciate everything. You guys are the best. I've got a few people who leave comments here and there and talk and argue back and forth, and I really appreciate it. I like talking baseball. I like playing baseball. I love Mets baseball, and hopefully you guys too. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Y'all take it easy.